Hey everyone, Unlikely Hero here with some more Monster Rancher 2. Now, we're launching straight into the action today because this guy, right here, has just shown up at the door of my ranch. Colt looks really worried. Oh, here's a calling card. Once upon a time. Is he going to tell us a fairy tale? No, not aha, it's aha! Yeah, so this is one of the guys I think I mentioned in the previous video, when your monster gets famous enough. These guys who are going off on expeditions will ask your monster to accompany them for safety. Yeah, so like he said, you can get some money, and some of the items that you find you can bring back to your ranch as well, which is cool. Yeah, so seeing as Slimeson is a strong rank A monster, that's why this guy's here. Yeah, so like Colt is saying here, and I think I said in the previous video too, similar to with an errantry, your monster can be injured or killed going off on this expedition, but there are some rewards that are worth the risk, like rare items and the money and things. It is usually worth the risk, so we're going to go along with it. I wasn't really expecting this to be the subject of today's Monster Rancher video, but sorry if you just heard a weird noise. A post-it note just fell off of my wall onto my microphone, so I have no idea if it will have picked up any of that sound. But yeah, so we're going to go on this expedition with, I think he said his name was Dr. Talico. You don't know what's going to happen. Something might injure your monster. I know. Oh, she's like double checking with me. That should tell you how dangerous the expeditions can be. But we are going to go. Because, as I said, it can be well worth the risk. And I do kind of want to show you guys the expeditions. Because I've talked about them a couple of times now. What if I wanted to go Colt? I'm the trainer. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm not feeling 100% positive about going off on this expedition. But I never am, really, so... I'm not sure if I've done this expedition previously. I probably have been on it once upon a time, but, see, I'm going to start telling fairy tales now too. But it could have been a while ago. And I don't think I've ever completed it as such and got the big treasure from it. Okay, so... yeah, so you've got energy points, which are decided by your monster's amount of life. so Slimeson's got a reasonable amount. Yeah, so literally every step your monster takes, the energy will reduce. And like you said, checking in a building and clearing obstacles all take energy. And you have to get back to the base camp before your monster's energy runs out. That is the difficult part, in my opinion, because anyone who's been watching my Final Fantasy videos will probably know I have a tendency to get lost. It's not very good if you get lost and can't find your base camp when you're running out of life points in the expedition. Yeah, so if you don't make it back to the base camp, your monster's lifespan will be shortened. I've talked about monster's lifespan previously, but yeah, so that's why there is a risk of your monster getting injured or killed. I think there's more than one reason that your monster could get injured or killed on this, but one of the major reasons for me in the past has been not making it back to the base camp in time. So... oh, okay, I couldn't even see him there then. I was like, where is Slimeson? Okay, so... I mean, you've got the XY coordinates, which are quite helpful. So the base camp is at 0, 0. So hopefully that will help me somewhat. Oh, okay, I was going to try and go up to that door that was on the right there, but I've realised that it's actually a very kind of sheer cliff face on this side. So we've got an obstacle here, which Colt is really, really angry about. I thought I wasn't here, Colt. I thought only you went on the adventure. Yeah, we'll have Slimeson move this. Cool, okay. So... yeah, we've got another obstacle here, which, again, Colt is very angry. So, destroy that as well. Now, I should certainly hope... yeah, we're alright for energy points right now, but you can see there's a little door here, so... Colt's emotions throughout this adventure are really, like, intense. Like, she's reacting very strongly to everything. So, yeah, there's an entrance here, which, Talico smells something inside of this cave. That's really specific. Yeah, Talico's doctor's intuition must be pretty strong. Yeah, so we're going to investigate in here, so... I have really vague memories. I think I have been on this expedition before, but... yeah, I've definitely done it, because that's the Phoenix. I have done this before. Slimeson, what have you done, mate? Yeah, so the Phoenix was meant to be a legendary monster. A bit like a legendary Pokemon, I suppose. But no, the Phoenix is real, and it was here in the volcano. Yeah, may as well. So, that minigame there, you can see the yellow dot is Slimeson wandering about inside the shrine, cave, whatever he happens to be exploring at the time. So we'll get him to investigate again, because those pink dots are items, so if he randomly walks towards one of those, he will take it and bring it back to me. Unfortunately, I think this mini-game, which I'm not controlling it by the way, I shouldn't really call it a mini-game, it's just kind of automatic, but I believe it's based on your monster's intelligence, and as I've said before, intelligence isn't his strongest point, so he'll struggle. I'm just going to say no to this for a moment, just to check his life points. Okay, we're fine, so you can go back in for a little bit. But that's the thing, you can get so carried away trying to get items and just forget about your monster's energy points, and you just will not make it back to the camp. Would be nice if we can bring back one thing. Here we go. Okay, so we've got some disc chips. They look suspiciously like the pixie ones I've already got, but we'll check that when we're back at the ranch. Check those energy points again. I think we should be alright. I really should have paid attention to how many steps it took to get here. But I think a couple more exploratory missions into this volcano should be okay. So we've got some magic bananas. At least I believe they're magic bananas. I think that's the only banana item in the game, so... Okay, we'll go in one more time, and then I'm going to head back, just because I don't want to risk it. Okay. So, the items that Slimeson has brought back aren't particularly rare items, but that's okay. Can we not go down that way? I guess not. Okay. Back the way we came then, which is probably more sensible, to be honest. There was that other little cave, much closer to the base camp. I don't know if we've still got enough energy to get to it. As you can see, it's just up there. Actually, no, it is really close, so... Hello? Is there an obstacle, or is that... Okay, that path is blocked for whatever reason. So I can't actually go up there. If I had more energy points left, I would spend some time looking around and checking how to get there, but I'm just going to finish the adventure, just go back to the base camp for safety, because I don't really want to risk it. Well, hey, a successful adventure. We didn't get very rare items, but Dr. Talico found out some of what he wanted to know, so that is positive. I hope not, Colt. Who's going to help me train my monster? An item. We discovered 2 items, Colt. But yeah, I'm like 90% sure that's probably Pixie's disc chips again, which I think is what I won in a tournament in a previous video, but we'll take a look and we'll see. And I can't remember exactly what the magic banana does either, so we'll look at that too. I am definitely not surprised that Slimeson is tired, but let's have a little look here first. So, those are the ones I had previously, I think. Yeah, so we've got 2 lots of disc chips from Pixie's disc. That's fine. As I said before, used in combining. Magic banana. Yeah, okay, so I could recall that like this was an item that I hadn't really used before, And this is exactly why, because the effect differs each time you feed it to your monster. You know, I don't really want to risk using an item that might harm my monster. You know, if the effect differs, it's almost just as likely to shorten Slimeson's lifespan as it is to extend it. At least that's my understanding anyway, so I find it a bit of a risky item. I will probably just sell it, to be honest. But I'll probably hang on to it for now. I don't know how much it actually sells for, but if at some point I'm in a bit of a sticky situation with money, then I will sell the magic bananas and possibly items like the disc chips as well, because they're not essential items. You don't have to use an item while combining monsters. You can just straight combine monsters and not worry about that. So they can be reasonable items to sell if you are a bit stuck for money. So I am going to rest Slimeson again, just because, you know, that expedition probably did take a lot out of him. And then I think we'll get back to some training. But I will just check. Okay, so we're looking at the September official tournament at the moment. I'll probably judge a little closer to the time whether I want to actually enter it, but that's what we're going to be aiming for at the moment. So that's cool. So I think I'll continue to raise his intelligence a bit, because he recently got this move, Pyramid, which I'm still not 100% sure of the effects, but it's not a move I'm familiar with, so we'll try it out in a tournament, possibly that rank A official one. But whatever it does, it will rely on Slimeson's intelligence, so I think we'll just train him in that for a little bit. Oh, Slimeson's doing a good job. But you can see he's definitely not in his prime anymore, because if Great is getting him +3 on his drill, then he's definitely not in his prime anymore, so... From that point of view, there kind of is a little more urgency to try and win the tournament. But I've said in a previous video, I'm not convinced that I will complete the game with Slimeson. I've never completed the game anyway. Although, this is possibly the closest I've come with my first monster. My first monster doesn't usually make it past rank B. And sometimes I haven't got past rank C with my first monster, unfortunately. But yeah, so Slimeson, pretty successful monster for me. Like, this has gone quite well, especially given that he's a completely different breed than I usually train. Where are we at? Like I said before, because intelligence isn't really his kind of strong point, it does take some time to increase his skill in it. 1. It might be, actually, that it's not worthwhile. I think the number of drills it will take to increase his intelligence to a decent amount, I think it would be a better use of time to increase something that he's kind of more naturally skilled in. So, his defense, for example, has always been a strong point for him. I can't remember which other ones were quite good for him in regards to training. Possibly his skill. But yeah, I think at such a late stage, it's not really ideal to try and train his intelligence now. It's almost kind of something I would have wanted to do while he was definitely still in his prime. So I'll probably have to leave it now. I didn't realise he was going to end up with an intelligence-based move, but that's alright. It's not the end of the world. So I think we'll probably... I'm just going to check his increase on skill. Okay, that looks better. What is that angle? Slimeson, buddy, what are you doing down there? That was odd. Okay, so this is a reasonable length video. And we've had some pretty exciting stuff going on that expedition. And I've got a bit of an action plan for what to do next in regards to his training and trying to enter the official tournament at the end of September. So that's cool. So I think I'll leave this one here. See you in the next video, guys.